Hey guys, Mark here. Little build guide for my EC-135. Now this scale fuselage, I got this from X-Heli, and this is meant for 450 size helicopters. Inside this is my Belt CP V2. So I made a little build guide just to show you what's involved when you get one of these, if you're going to build one. Just to show you some of the basic processes and just so you know what to expect. This is pretty much the same thing you would do if you bought some of the other scale fuselages they have there. So this scale fuselage was $50, and I gotta tell you, this is really nice. Fiberglass. The windows, they come clear, but I painted mine. You can see here the front windshield I didn't. So like I said, I got my Belt CP in here, and you can tell this is a pretty big fuselage here. Now the Belt CP is actually a lot smaller than the E-Smart, but when it's in this fuselage, it's not so small. Anyways, we'll go ahead and show you what's in the box and get started with the build. Okay, when you get it, it comes in a rather large box, kind of unassuming, but when you open it up here, get the top off. Okay, what you can expect to see is, first off here, these, in this package, these will be the windows for the fuselage. I'll take this out here a little bit. Over here we've got the instructions, the skids, the fins, stickers, and so forth there. And the important part right here, the fuselage. And I've got the EC-135. Wow, that's cool. So I'll go ahead, take this out of the bag, give you a better look at this and the rest of the stuff here that it comes with. Okay, with everything out of the bags, you can see it much better. You can see the fuselage back here. Now, the pictures really don't show you how big this thing is. If this was a little bit longer, you could put this on a 500 size helicopter. It's that big. I thought they sent me the wrong kit. But this thing is huge. But it's really, really cool. Fiberglass. And inside this, you will get this top part, which goes right there. And the reason you don't see the front here, this is where the windscreen goes, and that was in the other package there, with all the windows, windscreen there. So you cut these out. The package down here, you got your skids, skid horses, your horizontal fin, you get some screws, such like that. The wood panels that you'll be using to attach the frame, the fuselage to the helicopter. Get some instructions, which aren't really instructions, it's more like a couple pictures, and a sticker kit. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a couple stickers on real quick because I like the way this thing looks. This thing's really cool. I wasn't a big fan of flying my Belt CP, just because I've got the bigger helicopters and they're more fun. But with fuselage like this is going to bring a whole new level of fun to this helicopter. Okay, I've gone ahead and I've got most of my stickers installed, but I do got ones that I got to put on the other side yet. The one thing I did want to show you here, when I trim them, you just use a pair of basic scissors there. I do try to get as close to my stickers as I can. You know, I try to get as much of the excess material off. And when I stick them on now up here, you actually put two of them on this part and then the rest of them on the canopy. And for myself, it was really hard to hold the small stickers, so I found that getting a pair of tweezers really helped to position the stickers there, you know, to hold the stickers when I needed to position them. Okay, and just so you get a little better look at what I was talking about these stickers up here. So you can see I've got the 135 here, but the EC part is down here, and the same thing, I've got General, and I've got the L right here. And this is what I was talking about holding the sticker with the tweezers, because these small stickers, it's just too hard to hold by your hands. So I just do that, and then line it up, and stick it down, and good to go. And I do the same thing up here, but like I said, that's definitely going to help you get these little stickers on. Another thing was, these little stickers right here, for this, I actually found it a lot easier just to use a black magic marker. It was a lot easier than trying to stick these on there. Then the other thing was, the stickers for this, they're quite a bit bigger than the actual part you need. So what I did is I trimmed it down as much as I could stuck it on there, and touched up again with the black magic marker. And then I did want to show you here on the front. You can see that sticker is right here. Just to give you an idea. This is the sticker that I ended up cutting out of this to use on the front of that. So you can see it's quite a bit different size. So be prepared to have to trim some of them a little bit more. But after my stickers are all stuck on, then I'm going to go through and cut out the windows for the fuselage here. Okay, with my windows, you can see you get it, and it comes in just one big sheet here. And so what I do is I just cut around the outside, and I just use basic scissors. But after I cut the basic shape of it out, then I'll go through, let's see here, then I'll go through and trim the rest of this up. And make sure that you don't trim too much of it off here. As you can see, you got to have a surface to glue the windshield here to the inside of the fuselage. So after I got mine trimmed up, I decided that I wanted black windows. So I took some flat black spray paint, because for myself, flat black just seems to stick better. So I cleaned the inside of the windshield, and then I just gave it a quick little spray. And flat black on the inside makes gloss black on the outside. And now I don't got to worry about it scratching off. So I painted up my windows. I'm going to trim up the rest of these as well as the front windshield and get these all set to go. Okay, starting off with the manual, if you want to call it that. So you can see here, it's not much, and then that's it. So, the one thing I do know is on the bottom of the canopy, got to go ahead and drill out the holes that are pre-marked for the skids, to mount the skids, as well as the holes to mount the frame of the helicopter to the inside wooden platform inside the canopy. Then the other thing is, got to go ahead and cut this section out. Now they show on this little illustration someone cutting it out with a pair of scissors. I'm going to use a little Dremel tool, but I'm going to go ahead and drill out my holes and cut that top part. And then I'm going to go ahead and start popping these little panels out. Now, they are all pre-scored, so if you very carefully and gently, you can kind of bend the wood, and you'll break the little pieces of little tabs holding them in. Just be very careful not to break them, actually snap the pieces there. But you can go ahead and pop them out. I'm going to go ahead and pop all of these out too and get ready to assemble. Okay, so I went ahead and cut that. And I actually did use a pair of scissors just because I wanted to see if it worked, and it did work. So if you want to use some scissors, you can. It's not the best, but it does work. And I also drilled the holes here in the bottom. See here. And you have a set of small ones and a set of big ones. Okay, next it's time to install part of the frame that's going to hold the helicopter to the fuselage. So you can see here, these are different sizes than these, the little tabs on the side. And what these pieces are for is you actually glue them on like this. Okay, just so you can see what I'm doing here. Now I'm using Gorilla Super Glue just because I really like this stuff. So what I'm doing is just putting some glue in these corners, then sticking it down in here, and just going through and tracing the corners here with some little bit of extra glue, and like that. Like so. So now I'm going to put the other one on here and then glue the top piece on.